You know how sometimes you hear these sayings, so often they kind of lose their punch?
Yeah.
Like, you are what you eat, or food is medicine.
Right, right.
We hear them, but do we really, get them?
Yeah, good point.
Well, that's what we're diving into today. The huge impact food has on your health. Welcome to the deep dive.
I'm excited to be here.
So in this deep dive, we're going to unpack how food impacts you. Like, literally everything. Your body, your brain, your mood even. And we're going to bust some myths too.
Sounds good.
But it's not just about knowing stuff. We want to give you the tools to actually make better choices without it feeling overwhelming.
Practical advice. Love that.
Our mission today is to help you understand just how essential food is to your life and then feel confident making smart choices.
I like it. Let's jump in.
Okay, so first things first. Why does food even matter so much for our health?
Well, think about it. Food is fuel for your body.
Like, literally.
Yeah. But it's way more complex than just filling up a gas tank. It affects everything, from the obvious stuff like moving around to stuff we don't even think about, like breathing, thinking clearly,
Oh, why?
even how we handle our emotions.
Okay, so when we're eating right, eating well,
Yeah.
what kind of positive stuff can we expect to see and feel?
When your body's getting what it needs,
Yeah.
oh, you'll notice. It's like everything just works better. Like your immune system
Oh, interesting.
gets a boost so you're less likely to get sick. And your energy levels. More stable throughout the day. No more afternoon slump.
I hate those.
And your focus, how sharp you are mentally, that improves too.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Plus, good nutrition keeps your organs healthy, your heart, your digestion, everything just runs smoother. And this is important. The food you eat can actually lower your risk for chronic diseases down the road, like diabetes and high blood pressure.
Oh, wow. So it's not just about now, it's like long term.
Exactly. And don't forget the mental side. What you eat affects your mood, too. Big time.
You know what? Now that you mention it, I do notice a difference in my energy and focus depending on what I eat. But let's flip it for a sec. What happens when we're not eating well?
Well, it can affect you in a lot of ways. You might feel tired all the time, get sick more easily.
Oh, no fun.
You could be more stressed. But the scariest part is the long-term damage. You're setting yourself up for serious health problems down the road.
So it's not just a cheat day every now and then. It's like it all adds up over time.
Right. It's the everyday choices that really shape your health for years to come.
Okay, well, that definitely motivates me to make better choices.
Right.
But to do that, we kind of need to understand what we're putting in our bodies.
That's right.
Let's talk nutrients. What are the main groups we should all know about?
Okay, so there are a few key players. Let's start with proteins.
Okay.
Now, most people think proteins are just for building muscle,
Yeah, that's what I always thought.
but they're way more than that. Proteins repair tissues all over your body, help your immune system stay strong, and they're even involved in making hormones and enzymes.
Wow, proteins are busy.
Right, so you got to make sure you're getting enough from good sources like lean meat, fish, eggs, beans, lentils, and nuts are a good source too.
Got it. So proteins are like the building blocks and protectors.
Exactly.
What about carbs? They seem to have a bad reputation these days.
Oh, for sure. But here's the thing. Not all carbs are created equal.
Really?
Yeah. Carbs are actually your body's main source of energy. The problem is with the kind of carbs. Like, think about whole grains, fruits, veggies.
Okay.
Those have complex carbs that break down slowly and give you steady energy.
Makes sense.
But then you've got those processed carbs, like sugary drinks and white bread. They spike your blood sugar, you get a quick burst of energy,
Oh, yeah.
then you crash.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
It's all about choosing the right carbs, those whole, unprocessed ones. They keep you going strong all day.
So good carbs versus bad carbs. Getting it.
Oh, okay.
Next up, fats. You hear a lot about good fats and bad fats. What's the deal?
Yeah, fat has kind of a mixed reputation.
Yeah, for sure.
But just like with carbs, there's good and bad, the good ones. They're essential. They keep your brain healthy, help with hormones, and you need them to absorb some vitamins.
Oh, that's interesting.
You'll find these good fats in things like avocados, nuts, olive oil, and fatty fish like salmon.
I love salmon.
Right, and that's packed with omega-3s, which are so good for your heart.
Gotcha. So what about the bad fats?
Well, those are the ones you want to watch out for. Mostly trans fats. They're artificial, man-made, and they're in a lot of processed foods. Those guys can really mess with your cholesterol and your overall health.
Okay, so good fats, yes. Trans fats, no.
Yeah.
Got it. What about those tiny but mighty nutrients? The vitamins and minerals?
These guys are the unsung heroes. You only need small amounts, but they're crucial.
For what?
Well, for practically everything that happens in your body, think of vitamin C. It's famous for boosting your immune system,
Right.
but it's also an antioxidant, protecting your cells from damage.
Oh, wow.
Then you've got calcium, keeps your bones and teeth strong, but it also helps your muscles and nerves function properly.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And iron, that one's key for carrying oxygen through your blood, keeps you energized and prevents you from getting tired easily.
Got it. Okay, and last but not least, the thing we all know we should be drinking more of.
You talk about water.
Yep, good old H2O.
We all know we need it, but so many of us don't get enough.
Yeah, guilty as charged.
And it's involved in everything. It helps you digest food, keeps your blood flowing,
Right.
regulates your temperature, and even affects your energy. Even being a little dehydrated can make you feel sluggish.
Okay, you've convinced me. I'm grabbing a glass of water right now.
Good. Now you've got your proteins, carbs, fats, vitamins, minerals, and of course, water, all the essentials.
Right, those are the building blocks. But let's zoom out a little. How does all this affect our health in the long run? We always hear about food being linked to preventing diseases.
Right, and that's really the big picture. The choices you make day after day, they have a huge impact over time.
On how likely we are to get sick.
Yeah, exactly. Bad food choices can seriously increase your risk of developing all kinds of chronic diseases.
Okay, so give me an example. What about heart disease?
Okay, so heart disease, one of the biggest killers, right? Well, a lot of it comes down to what you eat. If you're constantly eating processed food, sugary stuff, unhealthy fats, you're basically clogging up your arteries. That leads to high cholesterol, high blood pressure. Both of those are major risk factors for heart disease.
Yes.
On the other hand, if you're eating lots of fruits and veggies, whole grains, those omega-3s from fish, you're protecting your heart.
So it's like you can literally eat your way to a healthier heart.
Pretty much.
What about diabetes?
Diabetes, especially type 2, is heavily linked to what you eat. Too much sugar, too many refined carbs. They overload your system, and eventually your body can't handle it. It can't use insulin properly, and that's how you develop type 2 diabetes.
Okay, so how do you prevent that?
Focus on whole foods, the unprocessed stuff. Get plenty of fiber, and watch your portion sizes. All that helps keep your blood sugar stable and lowers your risk.
So it's not just about avoiding sweets, it's about the whole picture.
Yep, it's about making sure your body is getting the right fuel to work properly.
Got it. Now, what about obesity? We hear so much about the connection between food and weight.
Right, and it's a huge issue today. We're surrounded by processed foods, sugary drinks, and those giant portion sizes. It's no wonder so many people are struggling with their weight.
It's true. It feels like everything is supersized these days.
Yeah, and that makes it even harder to make healthy choices, but it's not impossible.
So what can we do?
Focus on whole foods again. Make them the stars of your meals. And be active, get moving. It all plays a part in maintaining a healthy weight.
So it's really about creating a healthy lifestyle, not just a quick fix.
Exactly. It's about making sustainable changes that you can stick with.
Okay, and I can't forget, you mentioned the gut-brain connection earlier. How does food affect our mental health?
This is such a fascinating area of research. We're learning more and more about how the gut and the brain talk to each other.
Really?
Yeah, and the trillions of bacteria living in your gut, they actually produce chemicals that can affect your mood and behavior.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Right. So if you're feeding your gut healthy foods, like those omega-3s we talked about, antioxidants from fruits and veggies, probiotics from yogurt and kimchi, you're actually supporting good mental health.
So what we eat can literally affect our brain chemistry.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It really is. Okay, well, we've learned a lot today, but there's also a lot of confusion out there about food and nutrition.
Totally.
So let's tackle some common myths, shall we?
Let's do it.
Okay, this one's a classic. Eating fat makes you fat. True or false?
Oh, definitely false. It's way more complicated than that. Sure, eating too much of anything will make you gain weight.
Makes sense.
But healthy fats, those are actually good for you. They help you feel full, so you end up eating less overall. And they're essential for your body to function properly.
So it's not about avoiding fat altogether. It's about choosing the right kinds of fat.
Exactly. Avocados, nuts, olive oil, those are your friends. Trans fats, those are the ones you want to steer clear of.
Got it. Okay, here's another myth I've heard. Skipping meals helps you lose weight.
Oh, that's a big one. And it seems logical, right? Fewer calories, less weight.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But here's the catch. When you skip meals, your body goes into starvation mode.
Oh, no.
Your metabolism slows down to conserve energy, and then later you're so hungry you end up overeating. So you might actually end up consuming more calories in the end.
Wow, that backfires big time.
Right. It's much better to eat regular, balanced meals throughout the day.
So consistency is key.
Got it. And one last myth to bust. All carbs are bad.
Ah, yes. This one needs to be cleared up.
Yeah, for real.
Carbs are your body's main energy source. We need them.
Okay.
The problem, again, is with the type of carbs. Those refined carbs and sugars. They cause those blood sugar spikes and crashes. They don't have much nutritional value either. So what are the good carbs?
Whole grains, brown rice, quinoa, oats, beans, lentils.
Got it.
Those are the ones that give you sustained energy. And they're packed with nutrients. So don't be afraid of carbs. Just choose wisely.
Okay, so we've busted some myths. We've learned about the different nutrients. But now let's get practical. What are some things our listeners can do today to start eating healthier?
You bet. So many things. First of all, make whole foods your best friend.
Okay.
Load up on fresh fruits and veggies, lean proteins like fish and chicken, legumes are great too, and don't forget those whole grains. The less processed a food is, the better it is for you.
So ditch the processed stuff. Go for real food.
Exactly. And don't underestimate the power of portion control.
Yeah, that's tough sometimes.
It is. But even healthy foods can lead to weight gain if you eat too much. Pay attention to serving sizes and listen to your body. When you're full, stop eating.
You need to get better at that.
It takes practice. Another thing, become a label detective.
What do you mean?
When you're grocery shopping, really look at those nutrition labels.
Check how much added sugar is in there, how much saturated and trans fat. Look for long lists of ingredients you can't pronounce.
Okay, so basically, the simpler the ingredients list, the better.
Pretty much. And here's a challenge. Try adding more plant-based meals to your week.
Like going vegetarian.
You don't have to go full veggie, but even just a couple of plant-based meals can make a big difference. Think lentil soup, salads with beans, veggie stir-fries.
I actually love those.
Right, they're delicious and they're packed with fiber and nutrients.
So good for you. And good for your taste buds. And of course, we can't forget the most important drink of all, water.
Ah, yes. Stay hydrated. Seriously, aim to drink water throughout the day, not just when you're thirsty. Keep a water bottle with you as a reminder.
Okay, so to recap, choose whole foods, watch your portions, read labels, add more plants to your plate, and drink plenty of water.
That's a great summary. And remember, it's all about making gradual changes. You don't have to do it all at once.
Little steps, big results. I like it. Exactly. Small, sustainable changes lead to long-term success.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the power of food, the main takeaway is food is way more than just fuel. It affects your whole life.
Right. It impacts your physical health, your mental health, your energy levels, your mood. It's all connected.
Every bite matters.
Yeah.
So here's a challenge for our listeners this week. Try swapping out one of your usual meals with a healthy, home-cooked one. Nothing fancy, just real food.
Yeah, great idea.
And then pay attention to how you feel. See if you notice any differences in your energy, your focus, your mood.
It can be really eye-opening. And as you start making these changes, think about what your biggest challenge is.
What makes it hard to eat healthy?
Exactly. And once you know what your biggest obstacle is, you can start figuring out ways to overcome it.
That's a great point. And we'd love to hear from you guys. What are your struggles? What are your successes?
Yeah, join the conversation.
Share your thoughts with us on social media using the hashtag #TheDeepDiveFood.
We're always here to support you on your journey to better health.
Keep exploring how different foods make you feel, and make choices that nourish your body and your mind.
Your future self will thank you.
Thanks for taking this deep dive with us today. Until next time, take care and eat well.